Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Unreal Tournament 2004. And in this episode, we'll be moving on to the assault map, Glacier. We are attacking. Our goal is to get the ion tank through, the Glacier. Yeah.
Infiltrate the base over there.
We have to raise the bridge, as it was explained to us during last part's intro, and then we have to get actually inside the base in order to do the thing.
Minigun.
Bridge raised. Begin infiltration of
Almost
the base.
too easy.
Base
There we go. We
infiltrated.
have successfully
Trigger the
infiltrated
panels to
the
activate
base.
I mean, only sometimes the computer AI is good at doing the objectives. The problem with computer AI is that they have this unfortunate tendency to, like, not defend
You
themselves.
are attacking. Trigger the panels to activate
That's
the
not
ion
necessarily all that much the case in this game. I mean, it can be that from time to time, but it's usually not.
Well, the help is good, because this is
The help is very good.
this is like story mode. Except story mode, you can only dramatically have partners, not be assigned partners with regularity.
Ion core activated.
Grab the tank. We got the tank.
Use the tank to destroy the power station access door.
Yes, by the debriefing.
Press and hold the fire button in order to unleash the ion painter.
You have completed the objective.
Yes, our tank is actually using a super weapon called the ion painter that I have attempted to show off, but not successfully done so yet.
Dun, 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 dun.
It does also have a minigun on top.
Power station
I don't know if I actually use it though.
Receiving heavy
Doesn't
fire.
look like that.
ion
God damn it.
No, we lose it. Our
We
ion tank.
needed the ion tank in order to blow the door.
For the record, no, we don't need to use the ion. We don't need to use the ion tank for this section specifically. And if we manage to unlock this checkpoint, there. Now we have the ion tank again. Haha.
destroy the dam controls.
Dun, dun. Shut down the primary dam.
Hey, come on, guys. The party's over here.
It is over here, actually.
Yeah. Well, what else is new in the world of Mr. Gerdad while we plunge ahead on this mission?
I've been playing a bit of Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and I gotta say the scaling difficulty is starting to get to me. Mostly because I don't have a full lance of medium mechs yet, and I'm definitely supposed to have a mixed lance of medium and heavy mechs by now. At least if I try to continue going on with the story. I actually like a lot of the free play missions in the campaign. Specifically defensive contracts for the Federated Sons. I love doing those, but you don't really get unless you've actually bothered to build your reputation up with the great houses. You don't get enough salvage shares to actually get the stuff that you end up taking out. It gets really bad when the most amount of salvage shares I can get is 14, and the wreckage of a medium mech costs 13 fucking salvage shares. It's nuts, man.
So, you're right, because you'll pitch 13 to get it, but when you get it, it's only 14.
You are attacking.
No. As in, I have 14 total salvage shares to spend, and it costs 13 to get the wreckage of a medium mech.
That's right.
And so I can only get the one medium mech and maybe a base LRM.
Dam control
For the record,
activated.
LRMs in this game are
You
just
must now
trash,
destroy the
absolute
depot
trash. Mostly because the draw distance isn't as good as it's supposed to be, and enemies keep popping in and out of reality.
Ion tank
So
destroyed.
it's kind of difficult to remain locked on. I think personally that now that I actually have a heavy mech with twin PPCs, that's going to be my primary method of combat engagement. But that said, I'm not entirely sure how accurate I'm going to be with that, because beam weapons in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries actually rake across targets, and that is a thing that I am not used to. I'm used to them being
You
direct
must now
fire
destroy
weapons.
the dam
So they
controls.
want you to hit multiple targets at once.
No, they don't want you to hit multiple targets at once, but their damage is delayed on the rake.
Nuanced game style. Well, does it make it feel like its own game between 4 and 5?
Yes and no. Specifically, the third-person shooter controls are significantly more intuitive than the tank and battleship controls that Mechwarrior 4 had. Although I'm gonna be honest, I was able to get into the control system for Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries a little bit easier than I was for the Mechwarrior 5, and I honestly feel like having the additional options in Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries was a better simulator for being a mech pilot, despite how complicated it could be with specific actions.
Like, look at all the character design controls. There's so many controls,
Like,
I don't even know what some of these buttons do.
Exactly. I have yet to find heat. I still cannot find heat flush on the goddamn control pad. I found zoom and override, and zoom being on the mouse wheel, although makes a lot of goddamn sense, giving you partial and maximum zoom, doesn't actually work as well as I want, because we're still piloting a weapon system on legs. So attempting to realign torso with legs or legs with torso, those are two separate fucking buttons.
That's why they're two different fucking numbers.
6, 5, 4.
And I can't even remember where they are most of the time. Like the big thing that I like specifically is that we have a dedicated third-person camera, third-person camera mode on V, and although it makes combat significantly more cinematic, it doesn't actually help me when it comes to it doesn't actually help me when it comes to being dueling, because dueling in Mechwarrior 5 is significantly more difficult than it was in Mechwarrior 4, because optimal combat range in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries is 300 meters, whereas optimal combat range in Mechwarrior 4 Mercenary was 600 meters plus. And yes, as Pasquerette mentions, we're gonna be a minigun turret for effectively the rest for effectively the rest of the part, because they've got 5 minutes to get to the second objective, and we're gonna say no to most of that.
Gerda can reveal 2 island cards instead of playing the mana cost. What?
I forget which blue spell that is.
It's like disorient, daze. That's the one.
Daze. All right.
Daze is a great fucking card, but I hate it when it's used against me. Said Skyrim to Oblivion, my third person is better, and then Oblivion laughs and says, ha! People still only want to play first person in your game.
Yeah. The whole reason being of course, that Skyrim's first person enables you to do stealth archer for the first 10 hours. So.
Stealth archer. Archer has always been a great fucking ability. And that's
well, you're pushed into it in Skyrim, I feel, because like you don't really have good combat options, especially if you played the other Elder Scrolls games intros. Oh, God, Morrowind, you are likely to die from your first enemy crab. It's just what is likely going to happen. Oblivion, not so much, thankfully. But Morrowind and Daggerfall, oh yeah, that first rat is likely going to kill you in Daggerfall.
I'm gonna punch you with my level 1 stupid fist. My rag cloths and my shackles.
Ion core activated.
Yay! We prevented them from getting into the tank, so we still have this point as our defensive point. But now that this door is open, we could actually become a real minigun turret and just pick one of the 2 lanes that they're going to use to advance on. We have 107 points.
You are defending.
We know that. Like the spawn is causing temporary amnesia. Where am I? You are defending. Okay.
And yes, past Gurdet and even present Gurdet are terrible with the sniper rifle.
All right. Sniper rifle is good for... Sniper rifle is mostly good on stationary targets.
No. Sniper rifle is actually really good on moving humanoid targets, especially if you can score those headshots. I just can't do it because leading my shot is a thing that I'm never comfortable doing.
Yeah, leading the shot.
Despite the fact that Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, to go back to that briefly, actively requires you to do it with even in close range combat.
Oh, of course.
Stupid SRMs don't actually have a lock-on system.
Well, a lock-on system would just plain make the game too easy.
No, it doesn't, because the LRMs and MRMs in Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries had a lock-on system, and that's because they were long-range they were long/medium-range missiles. SRMs should have a lock-on system, and I'm pretty sure they did in Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries, but in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, they do not.
You hungry for some rockets? I think I'm gonna
Because we have those.
I think I'm gonna have you for launch.
No, that was not Nicolas Cage's one-liner in the Rock, for the record. His one-liner in the Rock was, "Hey, do you like the Rocket Man?" Well, I asked because it's you. You're the Rocket Man. How do you like how that shit works?
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse out here alone. Oh, Jesus Christ, he almost got in the tank.
Yeah, but even if you got into the tank, we should be pretty much good from here because it takes more than a minute to do the next two objectives.
I mean, so they get into the tank. And they complete the objective as soon as they hit the tank, or like, can you Grand Theft Auto them?
You cannot, as defenders, you cannot use the tank. The whole point is that you're attempting to prevent them from stealing the tank as defenders. So,
but you can't.
You're not allowed to use the tank yourself.
But can you still carjack them?
I don't know about. Well, no, you can't carjack them because carjacking is not a mechanic in UTO4.
Out of my way, asshole! What the hell is wrong with you?
I need your vehicle. It's the fastest way to get to the north side of San Andreas.
Andale.
Prevent the attackers from stealing the ion tank.
Adios, muchacho.
8, 7,
See, I'm thinking of
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Yay, we won.
Trevor has won the match.
Blue team is the winner.
All right, so that's the end of Glacier, and I think at the end of Glacier we have successfully unlocked the last assault mission. We will know in a moment.
Double kill times 7.
And 2 multi-kills, too.
Well, I mean, of course you got to... they shouldn't have counted those double kills. If you convert to multi-kill, that's it. It's a multi-kill.